This evening, we are here to honor a noble son of our Patrida, a noble son of the Mother Church, and someone we have worked with for nearly 10 years, fighting for religious freedom for the Ecumenical Patriarchate in the hallowed halls of the European Union in Brussels. Anecdotally, before we start, when we first heard of the appointment and the assignment of the ambassador from Brussels in 2009 to the United States, we were in Cappadocia with His All Holiness during an unforgettable Archon religious pilgrimage that we had in Cappadocia. Many of you were there. From there to the Holy Land, from there to Mount Sinai. And I happened to be sitting, Mr. Ambassador, next to a Greek diplomat at the dinner in Cappadocia when I heard of your appointment. And we were so excited, I mentioned it to all the Archons who were there because we had been working so closely with you, sir, over the past number of years, fighting for religious freedom. So it's our great honor and it's our privilege to be able to say Evcharisto. And that's why we're here this evening.
He is unsurpassed in the credibility that he has established in Washington, both within the executive branch, in the Congress, but also within the community. And this has occurred for the reasons that he is unsurpassed in his understanding of the United States. It's a very different country we have here than for most ambassadors. Not only understanding the basics of it, but the subtleties. And understanding not only our government, but our community, the basics and the subtleties. And another primary reason for his effectiveness, Your Eminence, you will be pleased by this, is that he does these things with extraordinary honesty, extraordinary integrity, and extraordinary respect for others. And because he combines all of these things with his charm and his grace, Greece is extraordinarily well represented in our country. Mr. Ambassador.
Diplomatic assignments throughout his career. In Turkey, as a key negotiator in confidence building between Greece and Turkey. In Italy, in Cyprus, where one of his sons was born. In Germany, witnessing firsthand the fall of the Berlin Wall. Mr. Gorbachev take that wall down. And we know about Mr. Gorbachev, don't we, Archons? The ambassador served as the official representative of Greece to the United Nations, and later as the official representative, permanent representative to NATO. But the years for us, the Order of St. Andrew, between 2004 and 2009 were most significant. It is because it was during that period of time that the Archons traveled to Brussels, the European Union, the European Parliament. Now at this time, I invite to the podium His Eminence Archbishop Demetrius of America and the ambassador, escorted by the officers of the order, for a special presentation. We present a special plaque to the ambassador, Diplomat of the Year. May I read the inscription? For the extraordinary support of religious freedom for the Ecumenical Patriarchate, and in recognition for being honored as Diplomat of the Year for 2011, Axios, Axios, Axios.
I'm grateful, Your Eminence, Archbishop Demetrius, and to the Archons, Dr. Anthony Limberakis in particular, and to Father Alex Carluchos and his presbyter for hosting this wonderful evening on my behalf. Coming from a group of such distinguished individuals who have made it their mission to secure religious freedom for the Ecumenical Patriarchate, I consider this not a reward, but a challenge, and I commit myself to continue to do my part towards this goal. Religious freedom is a fundamental and universal human right. It is enshrined in Article 18 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted by the United Nations General Assembly, rising directly from the experience of World War II. At the Holy Monastery of Panagia Soumela, for the first time since 1922, it was no surprise that thousands of Greeks, Orthodox Christians from Russia, Georgia, Greece, North America, even Turkey itself, traveled to the mountains of Pontus to live through this experience of a lifetime. Another encouraging sign was the visit of Turkey's Deputy Prime Minister Bülent Arınç to the Ecumenical Patriarchate in January 3, 2011, the first such high official visit since 1952. These past few years, both as Greek ambassador to the United States, but also while serving as ambassador to the European Union in Brussels, I have gotten to know you and have witnessed your diligence and dedication. In Brussels, I had the pleasure and the honor to receive you and watch the methodic and constructive manner in which you approached all open issues, presenting them to your interlocutors in a most effective manner. I have seen you navigate the intricacies of the decision-making process in the heart of the European Union, and I am impressed by the range of context you have acquired in that complicated city. I also congratulate you on organizing the first Archons International Religious Freedom Conference this past November in Brussels. By all accounts, it was inspiring and enlightening, bringing together scholars, journalists, diplomats, parliamentarians, religious leaders, and advocates of human and religious rights. It presented the complex issues at hand while consolidating relationships that will prove beneficial to the goal. Here in the United States, the Greek Orthodox Church is fortunate to have at its helm a spiritual and enlightened man, Archbishop Demetrius, who has been able to heal and promote the Church to new heights.
This ambassador has shown some very special qualities. Some things were mentioned, but I would like to share with you some specific things. One is that he has been running and speaking in universities, and even recently he organized for the first time a very unusual thing. He invited the rectors of universities of Greece to meet with administrative people from universities in America in a 3-day conference. That's a first on a highest academic level. And he has the sensitivity not to be present there in everything and dictate the work. He offered introduction and left the academics do their job.